going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing my preview of Manchester City's massive away game at Everton. That's right, another massive game both at the top and the bottom of the Premier League. We're heading to Merseyside, to Goodison Park, for what might be our last ever trip to Goodison Park if things do go south for Everton between now and the end of the season. It's Everton away, Everton taking on City, 2 p.m. BST kickoff time on Sunday the 14th of May 2023. Anyone that's heading to Merseyside, do have a great time. Game is live on Sky Sports if you're wanting to watch in the UK. Alternatively, I'm also going to be doing a live stream watch along. Link will be out later on this afternoon for you to go and set your reminders for. But before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, then please do subscribe to my channel. It is free. Also, don't forget social media links. They're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. TikTok link also in the description if you want to go and follow me on there. Leave a thumbs up, 100 likes is the aim. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. Finally, this video is sponsored once more and brought to you by BetMate, who are sponsoring all my previews for the season. They're running a 2 p.m. Premier League special pot made up of Everton taking on Manchester City and Brentford taking on West Ham. You can select up to 4 players from each club, £400 pot, £5 entry fee, paying up to the top 20 places. Can I make the top 20? I missed out narrowly during the Milan derby midweek. Hopefully we can improve on that. And first place getting an impressive £120. Remember, you do score points in the pot based on player performance. That includes things like goals, assists, saves made, clean sheets, tackles, etc, etc. Very much like fantasy football, it is a lot of fun. You can download BetMate's app for free. The link is in the description. Remember, use code JSGC10 on sign up for £10 in free bets, and you can use them free bets to join this pot for free. Plenty of other pots to go and check out as well, including accumulators, both teams to scores. They've got game pots and special pots available for you to go and check out. So if you want to come and join me, then press the link in the description and become a BetMate. Happy BetMating, and we'll speak more about BetMate later in the video. So, Everton, 17th place, 2 points clear of the drop zone, 3 games to play, unbeaten in the last 2 games, drew away against Leicester 2-2, before following that up Monday night with a very impressive 5-1 victory away from home against Brighton and Hove Albion. Very impressive win. They're going to be full of confidence heading into this game. They played with no fear, pressed well, moved the ball well, attacked well, are clinical in front of goal as well, put their opportunities away. They looked good. You wouldn't think Everton currently struggling in the Premier League, and if they can match that performance that they put in against Brighton here at Goodison Park against City, this is going to be one very difficult afternoon for us. Now, Everton led by new manager Sean Dyche. I'm expecting to see Calvert-Lewin leading the line. Could see Iwobi on the right-hand side, Dwight McNeil on the left-hand side, with a midfield three made up of Gueye, Garner and Doucouré. I'm expecting to see Nathan Patterson starting at right-back, Mykolenko starting at left-back, with Tarkowski and Mina starting as their centre-backs, with Jordan Pickford in goal. Decent team. Also got options like Connor Cody, Mason Holgate, Michael Keane, Demarai Gray, Neal Maupay, Tom Davis as well. All round, decent team, decent squad. Should be doing a lot better than 17th place, in my opinion. But their ambition over the next 3 games is just going to be get them points that's needed to stay up. Now, other games for teams around Everton in the drop zone this weekend. Leeds, they're playing Newcastle United at home on Saturday. Nottingham Forest are away at Chelsea on Saturday as well. Southampton are at home to Fulham also on Saturday. Leicester City are playing on Monday night against Liverpool at home. West Ham, they are safe in my opinion, so don't need to be concerning anyone with West Ham and what they're doing. They're not going to go down, in my opinion. Now, looking further ahead for Everton, they play Wolves away next weekend before ending the season at home to Bournemouth. Got some tricky games coming up for them, but not just for them. Tricky games coming up for a lot of teams at the bottom in the Premier League. So, to me, I think 5 points off their next 3 games will be enough to secure Premier League status for Everton with the position that they do find themselves in. Unbeaten in the last 2, picked up a brilliant win away against Brighton. They're going to want to build on that and pick up some points here against Manchester City. And let's not forget, they came to the Etihad, managed to create very little, clinical in front of goal, frustrated Manchester City, came away from the Etihad with a 1-1 draw and with a point. And I'll tell you right now, I'm sure Everton will be delighted to come away with a point here. But the problem I have with that is a point isn't good enough for Manchester City. We need wins. We want to get this Premier League title wrapped up at the top end of the Premier League, because Manchester City put ourselves in a brilliant position. And the last thing we want to do is, after unbeaten in 21 games, is give away our momentum, give some momentum to Arsenal when we've got just 3 games left to play after this game. Arsenal will have 2 after this weekend. The last thing we want to do is give Arsenal a chance. And so the way we go about it, in my opinion, just looking in the next 7 days, can't really look any further beyond that, is we know we've got a big match against Real Madrid on Wednesday night. And yes, Pep Guardiola with his team selection is probably going to be thinking a little bit about that. However, we've got a big job to do here against Everton, and also we've got big games here in the Premier League. Everton away, Madrid at home, Chelsea at home. It's a massive 7 days of football for Manchester City. If we can win all 3 of them games, that will put Manchester City into a very good position, put us in the Champions League final, and to me, very nearly wraps up the Premier League title. We can taste the trophy, but the job isn't done, and with games coming thick and fast and games running out, there's no room for let-up. We don't want to stop our momentum now. This is a very important game, and to me, if we want to think about Real Madrid, the best preparation we can have this weekend for that game is the players going in full of confidence with a good result here. And the only result that's a good result here at Goodison Park, for me anyway, is a win and coming out injury-free. And that is what Manchester City need to focus on. Now, looking at some permutations at the top, I'm going to presume Arsenal win every single game between now and the end of the season. If they do, they're going to end on 90 points. It means Manchester City going to need 8 points to secure the Premier League trophy with how our goal difference is. We've got 14 goal difference on Arsenal. Arsenal have got just 3 games left to play. Saliba, Zinchenko are out for the season. They're going to find it very difficult to overturn that. They're just going to keep grinding, and if they can pick up them wins, then that's going to put them onto 90 points, and City need 8 from 4. If we can win this, need 5 from 3, and if we can beat Chelsea next weekend, all of a sudden looking very good. It means we've got a free hit for our game in hand against Brighton away from home, where potentially we could win the Premier League. It is very much looking like a case of, if we can win our next couple of games, we just need 1 victory against either Brighton or Brentford for our last 2 games in the Premier League season, is how it's looking for Manchester City. But none of these games are easy. There's no such thing as an easy game at the business end of the season. We know that. We know the job that we need to get done. We need to focus, and we need to play well. We didn't get out of second gear against Leeds United last weekend. Game before that against West Ham in midweek, we didn't get out of second gear, but it was enough to beat teams down at the bottom. I'm not convinced away from home here at Goodison Park with what's on the line. I don't think second gear is good enough for Manchester City. We need to have a strong team out, and we need to play very, very well to pick up the 3 points. Anything below par, I can see us dropping points. We have the advantage to go at a 3 hit. However, puts us in a situation where we need to beat Chelsea, Brighton and Brentford. 3 games that all come with their own little complications and won't be easy. As I said, City have got momentum, unbeaten in 21 games. We've won our last 10 Premier League games as well. We need to get the job done. Win our next 2 games, assess from there, see where we are, because I reckon City, if we haven't already won the Premier League title, if we win our next 2 games, we'll be damn close to being able to do that. So it's all about assessing. Arsenal, we know, playing this weekend. Not got an easy game against Brighton. However, I'm lacking in confidence on them since their game against Everton. So we'll see what happens with that. Now, for Manchester City, team news, Ake more than likely not going to be fit, so I suspect it'll either be one of Akanji or Laporte going on the left-hand side. Akanji was rotated last weekend, so I suspect Akanji will be starting in that game. Everyone else should be good to go. The question is, just how many players are we going to rotate? Is it going to be 5 or 6 changes, thinking about Madrid, because some of our players look very tired, or are we just going to ask the squad, how are they feeling, and then rotate maybe 1 or 2, which is what I'm expecting Manchester City to do. And I also have a feeling that Manchester City, for the first time maybe this season, may just start to utilise their substitute bench and 50, 60 minutes in, assess the score, see what's happening and start to rotate their team. If there's ever been a point in the season where we've needed to get a game wrapped up by half-time, this game is that game that we need to do that, and it's just so complicated. Do I see City being 3 up at Goodison Park at half-time with Everton just starting to find a bit of form? Absolutely not. I can see this being a very, very difficult game. So to me, go strong. This is my team. I'm going to pop up my team prediction now for you guys. I go with Ederson in goal, back three of Walker, Dias and Akanji. It's full strength. Stones, Rodri, defensive midfield. It's full strength. Midfield, De Bruyne and Alvarez. I rotate Gundogan. He looked tired. I put Alvarez in. Give a little bit more creativity and a little bit more attacking finesse. I put Foden on that right wing. I give a little bit of rest there for Bernardo Silva and assess the situation again on Wednesday. Grealish, Haaland up top. That to me, very near full strength. We've got a strong bench to go at, the likes of Laporte, Lewis, Phillips, Gundo, Bernardo, Mahrez. These are all options for me in the second half if we want to rotate this our squad using our bench, which is one way that we could go about that. But as I said, if ever we needed to be 2 or 3 up by half time, this game is the game that we need to be doing that. Now, in terms of betting tips, I mean, this is going to be a pretty tight game. I can see City grabbing a goal in the first half. Hopefully, we can take the lead. The all-important opening goal will be crucial in deciding who picks up the points from this game. It was a difficult game on New Year's Eve. Everton sit tight. Even if we go 1-0 up, they'll continue to sit tight. They'll continue to press. They'll continue to push. And they'll never stop believing. So we need that killer second goal, something we never found at the Etihad. And that's why we drop points on New Year's Eve. I don't think this is going to be both teams to score. I think City will grab a goal in the first half. I think City will grab a goal later in the second half. I'm backing Erling Haaland to grab a goal in the first half. I think City will start to change it up ever so slightly, still keeping it strong, and Everton will come forward. City will hit them on the counter, and I reckon later in the second half, Gundogan off the bench will grab a second goal for City. So I think for my betting tips, Haaland any time, over 10 shots for City, not both teams to score, and I can see Nathan Patterson getting a yellow card anytime. In terms of my score prediction, I'm going for a 2-0 victory for Manchester City. In terms of my BetMate team for today, today's video sponsor, remember, £400 Premier League special pot. I've got Ederson in goal, Walker and Mina as my defenders. I've selected Rice of West Ham and Phil Foden for Manchester City. And I'm going with Tony and Haaland as my 2 attackers, vice-captain Tony and captain Erling Haaland. I've got Fabianski, me, Doucouré and Calvert-Lewin as my bench for BetMate for this pot. Remember, you can come and join this pot as well. Link is in the description. It's a free app to download. Also, don't forget to use code JSGC10 on sign up for £10 in free bets, and you can use them free bets to join this pot for free. Finally, do remember, if you're going to gamble, do gamble responsibly, and when the fun stops, stop. So let's go. Another big Premier League weekend. 2 weekends to go after this one. We're still playing every 3 to 4 days. It's absolutely relentless. Yes, I'm concerned about player fatigue. Adrenaline is what needs to kick in here. And yes, the T word is still on, but we're not talking about that. So there we go. That has been the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, leave a thumbs up. That would be much of a help to me. 100 likes is the aim. Also, don't forget as well to let me know your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. Don't forget as well to subscribe if you are new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Also, don't forget social media links. They're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. TikTok link also in the description if you want to go and follow me on there. Finally, I would say a big thank you to BetMate for sponsoring today's video. Go and check them out. Links and details, they're in the description. I'll have my watch along link out later on this evening for you to go and set your reminders for, and I will see you guys on Sunday for that live watch along. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.